just wanted to give everybody a little look at why I like doing this quantum drafting strategy that I've always been talking about the last few shows. We got some recent news about Julio Jones getting traded to the Tampa Bay Bucks, and his ADP right now is skyrocketing. It's probably at about 120 or so right now, going probably in about that 10th, 11th round range. So right now I have a bunch of lineups that are just teed up to take advantage of that. So I've got a bunch of puppy 2 drafts that have been going on since the end of the puppy 2, because that's basically where I entered all these drafts. But as you can see, if I go to anything that has a line about that long is probably about 10th or 11th round. So I'm just going to go into all the ones that I'm queued up for. Let's see. And I'm going to look and I'm going to see if Julio Jones is available. And then I'm going to queue him up and get him ready to draft. We're at about 120 in this draft as far as the draft position right now. Julio Jones still available. I've seen him go a little bit earlier than 120 in a few of these. So I'm going to queue him up there. We've got another puppy 2 here. This one is 128. Julio Jones available there as well. We go a little bit later in this one. Julio Jones is off the board in that one, so I don't have him queued up there. This one, we got him queued up. It is about 130 is the pick there. Go through a bunch of these. Same thing in this one. He's already gone in that one. But if you go to one of these, let's see, he's probably still available in that one, but that's a little bit too early to take him. And this one is a little bit too early to take him as well. But you get the idea. If you see him queued up or available in your slow drafts that you've been doing, now would be a good time just to put him in your queue, see where this ADP is going to settle. And if you find it's going to be a value, go ahead and scoop him up. But put you in a better position to take advantage of this news, which is the whole point of doing this quantum drafting strategy, which is basically just entering a bunch of these slow drafts and milking the clock every time it's your turn. Let that 8 hours or 10 hours, if you do it overnight, run out before you take these picks and take full advantage of, letting news break throughout the draft. All these puppy 2 drafts, the puppy 2 ended probably about 2 weeks ago. So I'm drafting still in these puppy 2s. I'm about halfway done. Other people have been done for 2 weeks. So that gives me 4 weeks of an advantage of taking advantage of any news or whatever. People who've been drafting Julio in the 18th round all offseason obviously have an advantage over everybody. But with this ADP that he's jumping to still being in the double-digit rounds, it doesn't really bother me to draft him in the 10th round up. If he fell to a earlier tier where he was going in maybe the 9th, 8th round and stuff like that, I wouldn't bother with it. But I do think that if you're drafting in the double-digit rounds, there's a lot less space in between someone that I would be taking in the 10th round or 11th round, a guy like maybe Jahan Dotson or Jamison Crowder, and Julio where he was going in the 18th round. I don't mind taking an formerly 18th round Julio over Jamison Crowder, for example. I'm not worried about losing that value to the people who've been drafting Julio in the 18th round throughout the offseason. So that's just an example of why I like doing these quantum drafts. Just wanted to share it with you, and good luck with your drafts, everybody.